Joining us now is Mickey Fulp, the Mercenary Geologist. You probably don't need much introduction, but I'll do it anyway.
Okay,
so very good to see you. Nice to meet you for the first time.
Absolutely.
So this is wide open. Where do you want to start? I understand. I know that the Nevada area intrigues you in terms of the gold companies there. Why is that?
Well, it's arguably the best jurisdiction in the world to make a gold mine. Not only does it have a big gold budget, now there's other areas that do too, like the Abitibi Belt of Ontario and Quebec. That's big gold budget. But here's a couple of things that Nevada has.
Okay.
It has highways everywhere, and it has basically no trees, and you can pull up a rig anywhere. It's easy to permit, relatively straightforward, and depending on where you are in Nevada, it can be a year-round exploration as opposed to a lot of places in the world where you can't explore in the winter or even like in Peru, where I've worked a lot. You can't explore there in the summer, or a lot of places in Mexico because of the thunderstorms and the rain. So it's kind of a year-round thing there.
So you do a lot of consulting, you see a lot of mines, a lot of projects. Are there two or three in Nevada that really intrigue you?
Well, I'll tell you the one in Nevada that I cover right now. Now I have stock positions in several, but my favorite in Nevada right now is Ely Gold Royalties.
We just talked to the CEO.
Yeah, and I've known Trey Wasser for about 12 years now. A good guy, ex-broker, understands capital markets, understands the art of the deal, if you will, and he's got a geologist slash prospector slash landman, Jerry Boffman, who's put together a significant package of properties. So they've been a prospect generator, meaning they would stake claims and then vend them, sell them basically to other companies to explore, and they get paid for that and they return a royalty. And now they have gone into becoming more of a royalty company where they're buying royalties. And so they're being rebranded and revalued as a royalty company. So we picked that stock at 9 cents 2 years ago. It'll be 2 years ago in a week, and closed Friday at 44 cents.
That's all right. And he said that they've got a pretty good runway for revenue to go from, say, I want to say 4 million this year and on and on and on, a pretty good rate of return.
Yeah, so they have some startup gold mines that are starting to produce royalties for them. They have a line of credit with Eric Sprott, one of the big boys now. So the next stage is, as they're being revalued as a royalty company, is to get that flagship property, which is going to make them soar like Franco-Nevada soared, and Royal Gold and Altius and International Royalty. There's always seems to be a catalyst, the one golden, to kind of use a pun here, a golden deal that allows you to join the next tier up in the royalty space.
We talked to the head of VR Resources, and he seems to think that there's a real shift in sentiment in the sectors, and speaking specifically about gold and silver. Would you agree with that? That those dormant days of the past several years are over, and people are starting to think, hey, I can make some money. K92 did so well last year. Great Bear did so well last year.
There's a bunch of them that have done very well. I would hope so. Sometimes the gold price, and it's really driven by gold. This whole venture exchange is totally driven by gold. And the gold price will front run the stocks, and occasionally the stocks will front run the gold price. So we have a gold price that is really, really front running. You know, we've had a robust gold price for 6-7 months now, and so we're starting to see the venture exchange wake up a bit. I think my real concern with the venture exchange, to be frank, is there's the haves and the have-nots, and the haves are going to prosper quite well, and I think the have-nots are going to continue to suffer.
All right, so the last question then, and picking up on that, what do you say to a retail investor who's looking at the gold and precious metals sector, or mining in general, looking for a stock? So how do you find the ones that are the haves? What are the keys to look for?
Well, share structure, people, project, and cash in the bank. So 4 things. I've written a lot about, one of the things I try to do is educate the retail lay investor, which are what most of my 7,000 subscribers or so are really retail lay investors. So you try to educate them about how to do their own due diligence, and you got to pick the right stocks. And I would suggest, and this is a plug for what I do, maybe pick a couple of newsletter writers, and if they are geologists and understand the technical end, then maybe those are the guys. But get some help. Get some help, and talk to everybody. Talk to people. Talk to your peers. Talk to newsletter writers, analysts. Talk to the companies. You have to do your own due diligence.
Right, and maybe some of those names, or one of those names, is Mickey Fulp, the Mercenary Geologist.com. All right, thanks, Mickey.
All right, thanks a lot, Mark.
Good stuff.